Good morning, good morning, YouTube. This is your boy, Mr. DTK News. Um, you know, I was sitting down and something came to my head, right? Right. So I had to get me some coffee and brandy, and I came, I came up with something that I wanted to talk about. You know, my mom told me this the other day. She goes, I feel nothing. I want nothing. I be nothing. Not sad, just numb. And when I asked my mom, what does that mean? She said, I feel nothing. I want nothing. I be nothing. Not sad, just numb. Well, I kept pondering about it, and and I figured out what she meant by when she said she feels nothing, she she wants nothing, she's not sad, she's just numb. And my conclusion is a person like that has no feelings, has no heart, no remorse. They feel nothing. They don't want nothing. They don't want no love or nothing like that. They're not sad. They're just numb. They're just numb. They can't feel nothing. That means that they can't feel no pain, no love, no nothing. And that's how I feel sometimes. I'm not sad. I'm just numb. That's why I drink coffee and Hennessy, because it numbs the pain. It makes everything much better. It makes everything much better. It makes life it makes life go smoothly. That's why I drink every day. That's why I drink every day. Because it makes life go smoothly. Like you don't have to to deal with the drama. You don't have to deal with the fake ass people that's surrounding you day after day after day. You don't have to deal with family that 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 puts you down every day, or you won't have to deal with the bullshit. You know, yeah. That's why I drink every day. That's why I drink every day, and I stay to myself, because that's how that's how I stop myself from doing something that I'm gonna regret. Something that I'll feel. I wouldn't say I would feel bad. I would feel. I would feel remorseful. You know, Yeah. So that's why I stay to myself. Like I cut everybody off. I cut off the whole world. I cut off the whole world because like sometimes sometimes in life you be loyal to the wrong people, and the wrong people would would cause you to to uh to come out of your character, and and to to do stuff that that that's not you. You know, just like just like I was just like I was around my family members. Like I was around my family members. And my cousin, he was dating this female, right? Um and I told him, I was like, hey, I pulled my cousin to the side. I'm like, hey, cuz she can't be trusted. She can't be trusted. Leave her alone. But well, she wound up trying to backdoor my cousin, and and her friends had my cousin shot at. Well, me and my cousin, we was out kicking it, doing what we do. I went over to my cousin's house. He from the other side, and I'm from that side. Um, well, they wound up shooting us once again. At the end of the week, both of them came up missing. Both of them was both of them was missing by Friday, and and yeah, I felt bad that that happened, but it is what it is. Like he chose to be disloyal. He chose to be disloyal to the ones that was with him since day one. And when I asked him, I was like, how, like, okay, how can you run off on a nigga for a bitch that ain't no good? And he looked at me, and you know what this nigga told me? This nigga told me that she will always have his back. And I was like, and I'm looking at him like, dude, are you for real? She take you to a party on the other side of town. You get shot at while you was with her. They ran your car off the E-way. They shot at you when y'all was in Starbucks. They blew up your car, and you still come up with this idea like she gonna rock with you after everything that didn't happen to you because of her. Like when you got into a shootout and you was with her, why she ain't shoot back? Why she why she ain't shoot back? Why is it that you the only one that's shooting, but yet you get into a shootout because of her, but yet you the only one shooting, and you say that she gonna rock with you to the day you die? How was that? How was that? So after I heard that, like after I heard that, it's like okay, from this point on, whatever happens, happens. So I wound up I wound up doing something that I sit back and I think about every day. Like sometimes at night I don't even sleep. Sometimes at night I don't even sleep. Sometimes I grip that 38 depending on that to save my life. Sometimes at night I clutch that 38 depending on that to save my life. You know why? Because like I know I'm the one that put that slug straight through the middle of his forehead. Yeah, I'm the one that did that. Them niggas from the other side didn't do that. I did that to him and her. That's why both of them came up missing. But the only thing that that's different between him and her, when I called her, she was in traffic. When I called her, she was in traffic. I lit her and her car up. You wanna know where they found her? They found her in her trunk, in her car, the whole car on fire in the middle of the street. Look it up. Look it up. It's on Facebook. It's on Facebook. Look up Fresno's activity. You'll see it up there because one of these snitching ass niggas that's from Fresno was driving around Fresno snitching. Yeah. Look, like to keep it all the way 100 with y'all, like everywhere you go, you gonna run into some gangsters, and then you gonna run into a bunch of scumbags, and they gonna do everything in their power to bring down your whole organization that you built. You feel me? Just like I was talking to my cousin the other day, and I told him like, hey, if you do decide to build a team from different states. Build you a team from different states. You want to know why? Because you don't know them and they don't know you. You feel me? Because if anything, if anything happened, if anything happens and they out there, you don't know what happened. You don't know what happened. They don't know what happened. Everything is all good. Everything is all good. Because if they like if they got a problem out there where they at, you you go out there, you deal with that, and you bring your ass back. And if you got problems with people where you at, guess what? Guess what? They come out here, handle that, and take their ass to another state. And take their asses to another state. Just like I said, you don't know them and they don't know you. Everything is all good. Yeah. But but yeah, with that being said, that's why I stick to myself. That's why I start that's why I started staying to myself because I've been given the state time ever since I was 13. I've been given the state time ever since I was 13. I am gonna be turning 41 in 7 months. In the next 7 months, 2027, in 2027, I'll be 41 years old. No kids, no wife, not married, never been married. That's my life. Um, but yeah, I and then in in June sometime, I'm gonna relocate my business. I'm gonna relocate my business back east. And then because that way it's a better job opportunity and I have a better chance of people actually taking a look at my business and seeing what my business have to offer because people out here they got the hating. Like dig this. Let me tell you what these haters and these stalkers did. Yeah, I had some flyers. I had some flyers and posters and stuff. You know, I was promoting my company, whatever, 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 right? Well, I start putting my flyers and stuff up all through Fresno, trying to get people to call to check out my business and to see what we had going on and what we was trying to do. These hater ass, these sucker ass niggas was following me, right? They was following me, right? I seen them following me because I was watching them watch me. But yeah, they went, they they took down my posters, they took down my flyers, they was throwing my flyers and shit in the trash can. You feel me? They didn't hack into my business account on Facebook, then hacked my Facebook, then changed my picture to their picture, then hacked into my cell phone. It's like it's like damn, you know, if I'm not fucking with you, don't come fucking with me because like I would like I would do something that 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 can lead me to spend the rest of my life in the penitentiary at the age of 41. And it's like, and I tell my stalkers every day, all day, go find somebody else, go find somebody else to play with. Go find somebody else to go and stalk. Go find somebody else to follow around. You feel me? Because you don't know where my head is. You don't know where my head is. You feel me? Because one day you might get up to go to your car and your brakes might not work. Your brakes might not work. You feel me? Or you might be on the road and your alternator break. You feel me? Or your alternator on your car go out. You feel me? Or or your your car might explode. You feel me? Or you might be or you might be at a stoplight or coming up to a stoplight and you try to stop, your brakes don't work because you got no brakes. You feel me? Like that's why I try to be cool. That's why I try to be cool with my stalkers. You feel me? That's why I try to be cool with them. And it's like okay, it's like okay. I know where y'all at. It's like okay, I know where y'all at. The whole time, the whole time while y'all was watching me, I was watching y'all. And while I was watching y'all, there was other people out there watching me watch y'all. You feel me? Yeah. See, like what what really made me mad is when they well, one of the niggas that came on the horn, right? He was talking to his partner. Okay, I know both of these niggas. Okay, I used to kick it with both of these niggas, and I heard them. I'm sitting back watching TV one day, right? And they say, "Oh, let's just go up there and kick in the door." So I'm sitting there like, okay, go ahead, kick in this dough. Because once you kick in, because once you kick in this dough, it'll be the worst thing that you ever in your life would ever think about doing. You know why? Because when you kick in that dough, you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna get your motherfucking head blown off. You're gonna get your motherfucking head blown off. Close shot, close range. Because I got all these cameras around here. I got all these cameras around here. Inside, outside, on the dough, and next dough. Then, then, then they gon' then they gonna try to then they gonna try to use my ex just for them to get close to me. And it's like, okay, I I understand that you don't like me for whatever the reason is, because I don't give a fuck if a person don't like me, okay? But don't 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 use a person that I truly care about, okay? Because all that's gonna do is send you to the grave. All that's gonna do is send you to the grave. All that's gonna do is just send you to the grave. Because I swear, look, I swear for God, I would take everything from you. I would take everything from you that you love on my dead sister's grave. You feel me? That's why I tell my stalkers. I tell my stalkers every day, all day, hey, you know what? Go find somebody else to play with. Leave me the fuck alone. Because honestly, life is like chemistry. Life is like chemistry. Every action, every action, there's a reaction. And me, I didn't like me. I'm willing to deal with every reaction that comes my way. Like when I jumped off the porch, when I jumped off the porch, and my uncle, my mom, my dad, and my sister and them, they asked me. They was like, "Hey, are you ready to deal with life and with the reaction of gang banging has to offer?" And I told them, yeah. And ever since that, I've been ready to deal with whatever comes my way. Just like just like I was telling my cousin, just like I was telling my cousin last night, everything that I do, everything that I say will be justified. Everything that I say, everything that I do will be justified. And what that means is, like, you can come up missing. It's not hard for a person to come up missing. It's not. It's like, now, if you remember what I told you guys from the jump, like, that right there should have been that should have been your first clue right there. You feel me? That's why I was telling my cousin. That's why I was telling my cousin, like, hey, um, let's go ahead and get out of Fresno. Because because if I do something, because if I do something to one of them or to some of them, I feel bad. Like, I would literally feel bad. I would feel bad. And it's like and it's like, okay, if it's like, okay, if you would have listened to me the first 1,000 times when I was talking to you guys, when I kept telling you guys, hey, go find something else to do. Go find something else to do with your time. Don't be sitting outside in the parking lot playing on your Bluetooth speaker, talking through your Bluetooth speaker that's located right up under my window. Because the informant that stay downstairs, right? She's a white girl. You know, I know that she ain't all there. I know that she ain't all there, because I ain't all there. But she uh she let my stalkers talk her into putting a speaker down up down in the bush up under my window. For they can sit there and interact with each other and stuff like that. It's like, okay. It's like, okay, whatever. It's like, okay, the the surveillance camera that's on my door, It's all audio and surveillance. The camera next door, audio and surveillance. You guys stay downstairs. You guys stay downstairs in the hallway. The hallway that they stay in is hollow. And what that means is everything that they say bounces off the walls. You feel me? And then look and dig this. Like dig this. Here's what really kills me. Here's what really kills me. While I'm sitting here talking to you guys and doing my podcast show, they sitting here talking. They sitting here talking over their little intercom. You feel me? And it's like, okay, I hear everything that y'all saying. I hear everything that y'all saying. Them drones that y'all got following me through traffic and shit like that. While your birds is following me, while your birds is following me, there's people out there that's following you guys. You feel me? Just like I told them, just like I told everybody, I could be your best friend or I could be your worst enemy. And if I'm your worst enemy, I'm gonna fuck your life off. No matter if you in the grocery store, I'm gonna shoot at your ass. If you in the parking lot, I'm gonna shoot at your ass. If you follow me into the store, I'm gonna shoot your ass. You feel me? Because look, look, that's why I tell people, look, that's why I told them, I was like, hey, go back to school and do your homework. Because you know why? Because if you go into a grocery store and somebody shoots you inside the grocery store, they won't go to jail. They won't go to jail because the people at Walmart, CVS, or any place like that, they're not gonna call the police for the simple fact that they don't want a lawsuit. They don't want no lawsuit against them because they don't want to pay the people money. They don't want to pay money. They don't want to pay the people money. So if I shoot you inside of a store, that right there is not called manslaughter. That's called self-defense. That's called self-defense. You feel me? Because the people because the people that works at Walmart, Target, and anything like that, they're not gonna get involved. They're not gonna get involved with anything that happens in a establishment. They're not going to get involved with anything that happens in the establishment. Okay, so the only people that will get involved is the civilians, which is people walking through the parking lot or people driving on the street. You feel me? Yeah. And you know how I know? Ask me how I know. Because when I was on my little vacation, that's all I had to do was read books. Because the whole time I was in solitary confinement. I was in solitary confinement. The whole 4.5 years. The whole the whole 4.5 years I was in solitary confinement because because when they had me locked up at where they had me locked up at, I I didn't have no people from around my neighborhood, or I didn't have nobody that was from back east. Everybody that was locked up there in that prison, they were all from California. They were all from California. They was from Hanford to Larry, Madera, Modesto, Sanger, Fresno, Visalia, and stuff like that. Chowchilla, you feel me? I was the only one that was from another state. And plus half of the people that was locked up, they too much really didn't get along with me because some of my family members are from the other side, the other half is from this side. And no, I am not drunk. You hear them? They say, "Oh, he drunk. Oh, he drunk. Who is he talking to?" And I told them niggas right now, "No, I'm not drunk. And don't worry about who the fuck I'm talking to. Just know I ain't talking to you." You feel me? I told you I'm sitting here listening to everything that these motherfuckers is saying. Hey, and dig this. Look, and dig this. You wanna know what makes it so bad? You wanna know what makes it so bad? While they sitting here watching me, I'm watching them. While they watching me, I'm watching them. Look, just like they be sitting out there in the church parking lot all night watching me watch them. I be sitting right here looking at the camera, watching them watch me. Just like they be sitting over here in the parking lot, I be sitting here watching them watch me. While they running in and out of the white girl house all night, yeah. I be sitting here watching. I be sitting here watching all that. every move that they make, I'll be watching. Just like right now, they downstairs in the back of my mom window, in the back of my mom window, because that's where the white girl got her other camera at. That's where the white girl got her other camera at. And they be sitting down there talking all night. They be sitting down there talking all night, all day, just like I told them. While they watching me, I'm watching them. You feel me? Just like just like I got that camera hooked up inside my mom's car. I got that camera. I got that dash camera hooked up inside my mom's car. So that dash camera sees everything. That camera sees everything. That camera sees who come through the little gangway right here, who go in and out the who goes in and out their back door right here. This camera that's in the front sees who comes in and come out of the front door. You feel me? Just like down here at the end of the apartment, down here on my mom's side, right? All the way down at the end upstairs, apartment 202, the camera sees everything. The camera sees everything. Sees everything. And then dig this. You you wanna know what's really, really funny? What's really, really funny? It's like okay, just because you carried it, like the white girl, right? She was leaving her house on her little scooter, right? And she was telling uh her roommates, was like, "Oh, I carry this knife in my pocket just in case they try to do something." It's like, "Oh, okay, that's good that you carry that knife in your pocket, but guess what? Guess what? That knife ain't gonna protect you from these bullets. And if you wearing a bulletproof vest, that bulletproof vest ain't gonna help. That bulletproof vest ain't gonna help." It's like, okay, what about your head? What about your face? What you got to protect your face? And I know a person ain't going I know a person ain't going to walk around all day wearing a helmet. I know a person ain't going to walk around all day wearing a helmet. I know a person ain't going to drive around all day wearing a helmet unless you was a car driver that's in a race or something. But with that being said, my stalkers, like, they really, really, really need to find somebody else to go and mess with, because, like, my mom was telling me last night, don't let them take me out of my character, because if I come out of my character, like, I will be going to jail Well, I'll be going back to prison for for a very, very long time. You feel me? And then look, like dig this. I was watching the news. I was watching the news the other day, right? They slapped one of the homies with five. What they give? Oh, they gave one of the homies life in prison. They gave one of the homies life in prison. His girl, his girl, they gave her 9 life sentences for a murder. And I'm sitting there and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, damn, it's like, damn, what if one of my stalkers, what if one of my stalkers messed around and got me life in prison? Like to tell you the truth, I can't do no more time. I can't do no more time in prison because I'm old, I'm fat, I'm overweight, and I'll be 41 years old at the end of the year. I'll be 41 at the end of the year. Like, I don't I don't wish death on nobody. I don't want I don't wish to take nobody else's life. I don't wish to take nobody else's life. I don't I don't wish to run people off the e-way or any of that. That's why that's why I try to keep it cool with my stalkers. Like I try to keep it cool with my stalkers because for the simple fact is I don't I, you know what? It's like if I didn't love my ex-girlfriend, like if I didn't love my ex-girlfriend much as I do, I I wouldn't have stayed here. I wouldn't have stayed here this long. I wouldn't have stayed in Fresno this long because I had bought me a ticket, right? I had bought me a ticket last month. I bought me a ticket last month. And for 2 months, and for 2 months, my uncle, my aunt, and my little cousin, they was telling me like, hey, try to make things, you know, try to make things work with your ex. See if you could fix things with your ex. And so I told them, okay, I'll try. But yeah. Let's just put it this way. If I didn't if I didn't love my ex as much as I do, I would have been gone. I would have been gone. I would have grabbed my ticket last month and been gone. Like like I would have like I would have gave away all I would have gave away all my clothes and everything. And I would have got on the Greyhound and went back east. Okay. Like I told like when I was talking to my little cousin, right? I was telling my little cousin, I was like, hey, you know, I tried to fix what was broken between me and my ex. Oh, excuse me. I tried to fix what was broken between me and my ex. I still got no I got no response. So why what's the reason for me being here? What's the reason for me being here? I I don't got no wife, don't got no kids. So what's the reason for me to stay here? What? Huh? Oh shit. Hey, you guys, listen to this. Listen to this. So somebody named Jeanette, she says, hey, DTK News, why don't you try giving it another shot and see what happens? Just don't give up. Just don't give up that easy because if you give up, it's like you never even tried. Real shit. But I don't know. So what I'm gonna do is come June 16th, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave for the simple fact is there's no reason for me to be here. There's no reason for me to be here. So I might as well relocate my company back east. I might as well relocate my company back east because back east it it's a better job opportunity. It's a better job opportunity. Um yeah. And plus I'm gonna be getting a house back east. And plus I'm gonna be buying a house back east because my aunt my aunt, she's gonna help me get a house back east. Like like I told my ex, right? Like when I had hit her up on Facebook, right? I told my ex wherever I'm located at, like she'll still have she will still have a spot in my heart. And she will always have a place to stay if she ever needed a place to stay. Yeah. Because like if I say I love somebody, I really do love that person. I really I really love that person. And honestly, to tell you guys the truth, I don't tell I don't tell many people that I love them. You feel me? I don't tell many people that I love them because that's just something that I don't do. Like if I tell a person that I love them, I really do love them. You feel me? But yeah. And so that's when I really got into writing poetry. You know, I also I also write poetry too. Yeah. Y'all want to hear one? Yeah. Okay. But it's not finished yet because I ain't got nothing else to say. But it goes. I can't keep my feelings inside no longer. I care about you deeply. I need you in my life forever. I need you in my life forever because without you there's no me. Yeah. Without you my world is nothing. Well, I I wrote that, because I was just sitting here just thinking that's what I came up with when I was thinking, you know. But yeah, when I get back east, right? Ooh, excuse me. I'm gonna set my cup down. But yeah, when I get back east, my aunt, she's gonna help me find a house. My aunt, she gonna help me find a house out there. Um, I already got I already got I already got the business office. I already got the business office set up and everything. I just gotta go out there and move into the office. I just gotta go out there, check out the office and move my stuff into the office. The office is pretty cool. It has 24/7 access. Um it comes with a business address. It comes with the office already furnished. You feel me? Um, the office is big enough for me to host job interviews. Um, I get full access to the meeting room to have a staff meeting. Yeah, and then plus when I go back east, I am gonna have a job already set up for when I get out there. I'm gonna be working at the safe house. I'm gonna be working at the safe house. It's a bar. It's a bar and grill place. It's located in Whitefish Bay. That's a city up there in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's it's a couple of it's about an hour and a half away from Lake Michigan. Yeah, it's a couple of hours away from Lake Michigan. So when I get back east, when I get back east, I I hope everything I hope everything works out. Like I thought, like honestly, I thought things would work out here. Mm, things was working for things was working for a little bit. Then things was working for a little bit. Then things got expensive. You know, they went up on the gas. The food prices is high. They not paying people enough and stuff like that. They're not paying people enough to do the jobs that they doing. You know? Yeah. Hey, so how did you guys like the poem? How did you guys like the short poem that I read to you guys? Oh shit. I got somebody else in the comment. I got somebody else in the comment. Oh, this one, this is from a guy from Jesse. Jesse says, "Hey, Damon, make things work with your girl." He say, "Listen to this, you guys. I might try this. I might try this." Jesse said, "Hey, Damon, make things right with your girl, with your ex. You know her birthday is coming up. You know her birthday is coming up. Why don't you take her out to dinner, buy her some flowers, and take her out on a date, and you guys just sit back and enjoy the music, dinner, and do dancing and see where it goes from there. If things don't work from there, then just use your ticket and leave. That's all you have to do." Well, Jesse, all I could do is just try. Thank you, Jesse. That's something that that I might try. And for the people that hopped in my inbox and giving me great ideas on things to try to make things work with my ex, thank you guys. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for showing me a bunch of love. But yeah. I I'm just I'm just all out of ideas. No, Jesse, I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I am not crying. Something just flew into my eye. That's what's making my eyes watery. A bug flew into my eye. Hey, and then listen to this. Some girl, Jeanette, she says, "It's okay to cry, my brother. I know how you feel. It hurts when you lose that special person." Yeah, it does. Yes, it does hurt when you lose that special person. And I am not crying, you guys. Some just flew in my eye. That's all. Some just flew in my eye. But thank you guys for all that helpful knowledge, and thank you for the words of wisdom, because with the words of wisdom that you guys were giving me, it made, like, it really made me think. It's like it really made me think. Like, don't be so quick to lose your head, or don't be so quick to take nobody else's head. Yeah, you guys are right. You guys are right. Yeah. Uh, hey, you guys, you guys want to know something? Like, I wanted to ask my ex to marry me. I wanted to ask my ex to marry me, but yeah, I but yeah, a couple of days ago, like a couple of days ago, I had my brother, um I had my brother take the wedding ring back to Fashion Fair Mall. I had my brother take the ring back to Fashion Fair Mall, where I got the ring from. And I just told my brother, just to use the money for rent. Just to use the money for rent. Because um yeah, because like it didn't make no sense for me to buy a wedding ring, and it just sits right there on my mom's table, and it just sits right there on my mom's table. So yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, like I really wanted to get married to her. Yeah, like I really wanted to make her my wife. Yep. Like, do you know how happy I would have been? Like, I would have been the happiest person on the planet. Yeah, to have a beautiful wife, to have a beautiful wife like her. Oh my God, I would have been I would have been the happiest person. Yeah, Yeah. And then my brother and my little cousin and my aunt and my uncle and them, they say, "Oh, you're crazy, you're crazy." And then I go, "Why is that crazy?" To take it back, they go, "Oh, um, you could have invited her out to dinner and put the wedding ring inside of a cupcake." They go, "Oh, you should have invited her to dinner and put the wedding ring inside the cupcake." And then I go, that's kind of lame. I go, that's kind of lame. And then plus, everybody has done that. Everybody, everybody has done that. Everybody put the wedding ring in the cupcake. Um, let's see. Yeah. Oh, and then I also, seen um somebody also put the cup put the wedding ring inside of the wedding cake. Yeah. Yep. Well, you guys, um, I know. uh, yep. Yeah, Jesse. Yeah, I tried that already, Jesse. But thank you, Jesse. That's something else that I would try. Like, you guys, everybody say, everybody say, hey, give it another try. Everybody, everybody say, give it another try. I want to, I want to, but then again, I don't. Like, I hit her up this morning. I hit her up this morning. You know, I told her good morning and to see how she was doing. And then I also told her that I would cook her breakfast if she would like. But I didn't get no response. I didn't get no response. No, I ask her that almost every morning. I ask her that every morning. No, all I would like to know is how she's doing. Yep. Oh shit. I didn't realize that it was almost 9 o'clock. All right, you guys. This is DTK News. This is Damon signing off. You guys stay. You guys stay safe, stay blessed, and have a wonderful morning. All right. I love you guys. Have a blessed morning.